The safest way to play Minecraft. It's something I'm sure you've thought about when watching other hardcore YouTube videos where they die because some stupid mistake taking a risk too big. But what if you took away all the risks while still beating the game? Well, that's what I tried to do in today's video. This challenge started as any other, by collecting wood. Then I found a village and settled there, protecting some villagers, as they're very important in this run. As soon as night fell, I went mining to avoid the mobs. I had a shopping list for while I was down there. I needed to collect full iron armor, a shield, a water bucket, iron kit, a diamond pickaxe, and 20 obsidian. All of these would be important later on. Normally to mine though, I would need to go through dangerous caves, but if I only strip mined, then I would never need to take those risks. The next couple days, I would mine by night to avoid the mobs and trade with villagers by day to get ender pearls, as fighting the enderman would be an unnecessary risk. Once I got the pearls, I headed into the nether and traded with the piglins for potions of fire resistance, so that I would have every edge when fighting the blazes. I located the fortress, and in order to dodge the wither skeletons on the paths, I tunneled underneath them, popping up my head to see where I was going. I fought the blazes without a hitch, but then before I made a portal with the rest of my obsidian to go back, I realized I forgot the nether wart. In a reckless attempt to save time, as I had been at this for many hours and was quite sick of it, I ran out of the tunnels, but this was a costly mistake. This death, though unfortunate, gave me a chance to see where I messed up and improve the strategy to have the true safest run in Minecraft. And so I started again with a spring in my step and a new strategy. So there I was, starting again. Got wood, found a village, got some armor really early on, which was nice. Got some tools, found some lucky obsidian, which saved me so much time later, and noticed the first danger. A forest fire was breaking out. I handled it though, and it was fine. Unfortunately, I did take the first damage of the run. Not very safe. After that, I began work on where I'd be staying for the majority of my time in this world. My little sweatshirt trading hall, in which I would get all of my armor and tools from. This was the main change of strategy between the runs. In the first, I took a massive risk of going underground, when I didn't need to. I mean, there's lava down there. Also, this way, I get much better, even enchanted gear. I slept through my first night. Then when I got up, I got some wood, planted some saplings, made my first couple of trades, including with this guy, who sold me just a ludicrous amount of stone hoes. Why does he have them? The other change of strategy that I would employ this run is to make an enclosed area which I could chop trees in and generally spend my time. Of course, to avoid all the dangers of the outside world. I started with this little fence, but then I realized it would probably be safer if I just made a wall. And so I did. Now I was all safe. I started with the planting, the chopping, the sticks, the emeralds, the trading, the chopping, the sticks, the emeralds, the almost dying to a creeper after not following my own strategy of staying inside, and so on and so forth until I could eventually trade all the way up to my first diamond gear. Next up, I'm going to show a fast forwarded clip of me chopping some wood, just so you can get an idea of how long it took me to get all of this wood. I mean, like, you'd think it would be easy with the big trees and all, but no, this sucked. Now that doesn't seem like much, but that's just like a fraction of the amount that I mined overall. I mined 2,800 logs, most of which with like a stone axe. It took so long. But despite how long it took, I eventually got to trading for my legs, and then my tops, and then my axe, which was a nice upgrade to the chopping. And then, finally, after 3 long nights of waiting, which while doing villager trading is so painful, I got the phantoms. And I got the phantom membrane, which will be so important. It's the key to success in the nether for this video. Then I got my pickaxe, got that last bit of obsidian I needed to make the portal. I built it and I headed in. The second I got through, I built a shelter to protect me from the dastardly ghasts. Not because I couldn't handle them or anything, but just to be on the safe side of things. Then I implemented the third change to my strategy. Why run to the forest through the treacherous nether, when instead you could just tunnel there and avoid all the most of the ghasts. Once I ran out of space to tunnel, I started bridging. And while this may not look safe at first glance, there are actually handrails, so don't worry about it. Once I spotted the fortress, I ran in. The reason that I don't tunnel this time is because I figured the risk that I ran by going over the lava tunneling was worse than if I just ran on the path. Assuming that I placed the checkpoints that the wither skeletons, who are the main threats, couldn't get through. I dealt with this big magma cube, and then once I saw the spawner, I went back to my tunneling routes. This was definitely more safe here, since it was in a wall, so there was no lava. Once I had prepared the area, I started shooting them. I tried my best to do most of my damage with a bow, since it could be done without being range of the blaze's melee attacks. I got set on fire once or twice, but I was perfectly safe the whole time, with my armor protecting me from any major damage. The saturation from the golden carrots didn't hurt either. Once I'd collected all the blaze rods I needed, plus a few, just to be safe, I made a portal back to the overworld, but when it spawned me in a cave, 1,000 blocks from home, I just ran away instead, back through the nether. Once I was home safe, I crafted my brewing stand and started getting pearls and making potions I would need for the final fight. First of all, I got a potion of strength, as the only ingredients I needed were blaze powder and nether wart. Oh, I should probably go get that. Anyway, nether wart and blaze powder, which I both already had. I then also made the slow falling with that phantom membrane I labored for earlier. Got a pumpkin for safety, organized my inventory, realized I forgot glass bottles, which, by the way, pro tip, even if you aren't doing an extra safe run, bringing glass bottles can save your life, because you can pick up the acid and turn it into dragon's breath, which gets rid of it, almost instantly. Anyways, I get all those and I finally head off to the stronghold. Once I mined down, it was so hard to find the portal room. I know the trick where you go down 5 rooms from the starting staircase, and I tried that, but in the end, it was this glitched part that I found through sheer luck. And thank God I did. Could you imagine this run ended because I couldn't find the portal? After all that? Alas, I did go through, and after filling the eyes, I stopped to collect myself, and then went in. After a visual glitch scared the life out of me and made me think I was falling into the void, I headed off to fight the dragon. The pumpkin of my head made it a real pain to see, but as it stopped me from aggroing the Enderman, which is probably my most common death, just in general, it was worth it. I did get sick of it though and had a scare, but after that it remained firmly planted on my head. And so, I fought the dragon. Cue the music. Thanks so much for sticking till the end of the video. This project all in all took about 20 hours, so like the video. Do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.